Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. Evacuees from two communities are now getting used to their new temporary homes as wildfires rage at their doorsteps. There were tense moments overnight in Fort Simpson, Northwest Territories, when flames got within 500 meters of part of the town. In Wrigley, there was relief as rain fell on the fire area. N.W.T. Wildfire says that should slow fire growth for 3 days. We will have the latest on both fires and hear from evacuees shortly. But first, let's take a look at the big picture. Here's what's happening right now in the Northwest Territories. There are more than 100 active fires. They are burning in all 5 regions of the Northwest Territories. Almost 1,900 square kilometers are affected. You could fit the city of Yellowknife about 17 times in that area. There are some cooler temperatures expected in parts of the territory today, but others could see thunderstorms and wind. It was a close call for the town of Fort Simpson as a fast-moving wildfire came dangerously close and stopped at the edge of the community overnight. A shift in winds kept the flames from moving into town. The wildfire has grown to more than 10,000 hectares. Heavy smoke and erratic fire behavior have hampered firefighting efforts. The community of about 1,300 people was evacuated to Yellowknife on Sunday. Last night, a shelter-in-place order was issued to residents who had not already evacuated. Fort Simpson's mayor has confirmed the shelter-in-place order has been lifted. He's not expecting anything like last night to happen again tonight. We now go to another community leader for more on what's happening in Fort Simpson. We've reached Chief Kaylee Antoine of the Evacuee First Nation. Chief, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Megan.
Tell me what the situation has been like in town today. What have you been seeing? What have people been feeling?
Well, first and foremost, my thoughts are with every resident of Evacuee, Fort Simpson, and everybody affected by this wildfire, including our neighboring community of Wrigley. This has been an emotional and stressful time for our community and region, but we've also witnessed incredible courage, resilience, and also compassion. So, as I looked out today and watched all of these helicopters continuously picking up water and bombing these hot spots just across this sky from my community, I've just been filled with, so much gratitude for all the work that's going in, all these people working so tirelessly to protect our community.
Tell me more about what it felt like overnight with the fire getting so close to parts of town. What was that like from your perspective?
Well, it came very close. It was a tense night for everybody watching the movement of the fire. Every minute mattered, and people understood how serious the situation was as they were ordered to shelter in place at the rec center. But it got dark. It got gloomy pretty quick. The smoke blotted out the sun and cast this orangey red kind of haze across the community. And driving through town, we needed to use our headlights at a time of the year when we usually see 24-hour sunlight.
Yeah, it's wild to think about using the headlights. I heard the street lights came on as well. We just don't see that at this time of year in northern communities. I mean, that being said, what's the emotional toll been like on the community? What have you been hearing from people?
Well, I think evacuating your home is probably one of the hardest things anybody could experience. Families have been separated, routines have been disrupted, and many people are carrying tremendous amounts of uncertainty. And for those that stayed behind to protect critical infrastructure and support emergency operations, the emotional weight has also been very significant. But despite all of this, we've seen neighbors helping neighbors, volunteers stepping out, and communities also opening their doors to our people.
It's nice to see that togetherness. Is there a message that you have for your community members who are some still in Simpson, others in Yellowknife?
I think, to everybody who's been evacuated, we know this has been incredibly difficult. We miss seeing our community together, and we know you want nothing more than to come home. But Please know that every decision being made is focused on your safety. The community emergency personnel are working hard to support all of our members during this evacuation, and we just want to lend appreciation to everybody's patience as we continue responding under these challenging circumstances.
Chief Antoine, thank you, Must-See, so much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it, and stay safe.
Thank you.
As we've heard, evacuees from Fort Simpson have arrived in Yellowknife. For many, it wasn't an easy journey. While the city has provided some temporary relief, many are still anxiously awaiting updates. The CBC's Tamara Merritt spoke with them.
It's pretty overwhelming, but it's, you know, like we just got to get through this, and hopefully everything works out for the best then.
Michael Cazone is just one of many evacuees from Fort Simpson who've made their way to Yellowknife this week. Fort Simpson issued an evacuation order on Sunday. Some left the community by plane and others by car.
The ferry was a long wait. We left the community at 9 to the ferry crossing, and there was already a lot of vehicles ahead of us, and we tried to take a guess, and I counted 56 vehicles ahead of us. By the time we got on the ferry to the other side, it was about 10 to midnight.
Many evacuees who made their way to Yellowknife are being hosted in the city's multiplex. While many voice their appreciation to the city for accommodating them, it doesn't stop them from thinking about what's happening back home.
I worry about the grave site, my house. My brother is buried in Simpson, and plus other family, and I just pray that it doesn't touch grave site. It's so sacred to us. And my home, I put everything in my whole life into my house, and I don't want it burned. If it's burned, I have nothing left.
Wrigley is also under an evacuation order, with many residents being evacuated to Fort Smith. Tamara Merritt, CBC News, Yellowknife.
As you heard there from Tamara, a fire north of Wrigley continues to threaten the community. That evacuation order was issued on Monday, and residents went to Fort Smith. Evacuee First Nation Chief Jamie Moses says many residents have left Wrigley heading to Fort Smith. About 58 people remain, many of whom are essential workers. Evacuees are settling into Fort Smith right now, a community that knows all too well what it's like to leave home. Earlier, I reached Fort Smith's mayor to talk about how evacuees are doing and what it means to people in Fort Smith to host them. Dana, thank you so much for being here today with me.
Thank you for having me.
Just tell me how the day so far has been unfolding in Fort Smith with the Wrigley evacuees.
Yeah, so today has gone pretty smoothly. You know, everyone got laid into their beds last night. And so we did breakfast this morning with all the folks. They arrived back for lunch, and we're just getting ready for them. Well, they should all be at the free swim that the town's offering today till 7 p.m. 3 o'clock, the thrift store opened up, so anyone missing any items can go down and get what they need from there. But for the most part, it went pretty smooth, as best I can tell. I've created a group chat with all of the folks that registered for evacuation, and so they have my direct line, and I'm updating them as I get information.
That's a really kind thing to do, create that group chat so people have a direct line to you. I mean, without going into people's personal information or stories, what are they telling you about how they're doing in general?
Most folks are a little, feeling more settled today than last night. I think coming here is kind of a nice change because our community rec center is quite large and has lots of programming and services. So I know the families and the kids are taking part of that. Even to have the stores that are here just to go shopping and looking around, I think folks are appreciating that kind of experience to go and have and do. There's been some reconnections with families because some families live here, so folks are getting to meet cousins that they might not have necessarily got to meet otherwise because of the distance. So under the circumstances, it's best case scenario being having to be displaced here.
Yeah, it's a tough situation regardless. I mean, you talked about a whole bunch of things that the town is doing to offer its support. Tell me, though, about some of the volunteers and how individuals are helping out right now.
Oh, yeah. So this morning we had folks go in and help for breakfast, just setting it up, getting it ready, that sort of thing. The community wellness group of folks all came together to form one, so there's no duplication of services. They're sharing what they're doing and sharing it amongst all so that all of the people are getting the right kind of information and nothing's no it's not sewing circle is being held at the same time as another sewing circle, making sure that that communication is being shared through each group. Last night, the volunteers that helped at the airport were awesome. We had folks on buses, luggage in trucks, and delivered seamlessly to the arena. And then the greeters at the reception there were really good and got folks through that line quite quickly.
It must be really nice, too, to be able to provide help for people because, of course, the town of Fort Smith has itself been through that. So what does it mean for people in the community to be able to help others in a situation they're very familiar with?
Yeah, I think it's, being grateful to be given the opportunity to give it back, because folks in every host community that had Fort Smithers in it during the 2023 wildfire evacuation, they were great. I've got lots of good feedback about it. People were saying how well taken care of they were. And so they completely understand what it's like to be taken out of your home without your comforts of your home, and the displacement of time. What do you do with all your time now because you're not in your normal routine? So just being able to give it back to folks, making it as more comfortable as possible and giving folks things to do, I think it's a real, almost just full circle, and a lot of gratitude to be able to contribute back like that.
And we really are just at the beginning of this evacuation. Do you have any sense of timing? Like how long, let's say, how long into the future is the town of Fort Smith planning to host people for now?
As long as Mother Nature keeps everybody out of that community. So it's dependent on the weather, fire conditions, and what's happening for the safety. So if the fire crews and the folks actioning that fire there, if it's not safe for people to go back, then they'll be staying here until the community is safe for their return. And Fort Smith is prepared to look after folks for as long as that takes.
Okay. Dana, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
The city of Yellowknife has issued a fire ban as hot, dry conditions continue. All open-air burning, including backyard fire pits, is now prohibited until further notice from the city. Propane barbecues and camp stoves are still permitted. City officials are urging residents to follow the ban and do their part to reduce the risk of wildfire. A volunteer emergency response group in West Dawson, Yukon, now has 2 trucks to move its firefighting equipment. A Yukon resident who wishes to remain anonymous donated the trucks. The resident reached out to the group after CBC News reported that the West Side Association didn't have a way to haul its equipment. The equipment includes 2 skids. Each skid includes a water tank, hoses, and gas pump. Crews can use these to fight fires until professionals arrive. Dawson City's fire chief says now that the association has trucks to move the skids, the clock is ticking to get the volunteers trained on how to use them.
We don't want to go through another fall with no protection there. So we're hoping that before the ice starts coming down the river and the ferry goes out, that those guys are going to be ready. And we'll do whatever we need to do to make that happen.
Mastery says this is a small but important milestone toward keeping West Dawson residents safe during periods when access to the town's services are limited. Authorities in Kugaaruk, Nunavut want people to be mindful of fire safety after a fire at a metal waste site. These are the pictures of the aftermath. The fire happened Monday afternoon. The community's SAO says flames were between 6 and 8 feet high, and there were fuel barrels nearby.
There was a burnt lighter discovered at the site, as well as a used fire extinguisher. So we think that someone was up there playing with the lighter, might have started the fire, tried to put it out, and they were unsuccessful, and they took off.
O'Halloran is calling for greater security, like a gate, as the area is open to anyone at all times. The fire chief for the Kugaaruk volunteer firefighters is also stressing the need for fire safety.
One of my firefighters said to me yesterday, they heard an explosion, which was like a propane tank. That scares us the most. I mean, like, we put our lives at risk to save the community. It's what we do.
The fire department has completed its investigation, and the RCMP will now take over. Prime Minister Mark Carney spent the day in northern Quebec trying to forge a deeper partnership with Inuit leaders. The meeting comes as Ottawa prepares to spend billions of dollars across the region to build up the military and assert Canada's sovereignty in the north. The CBC's Olivia Stefanovic has more.
The Prime Minister arrived in Kugaaruk with a list of priorities to tackle.
Tuberculosis, food security, housing.
Mark Carney is the first Prime Minister in almost 20 years to visit the Inuit homeland of northern Quebec, known as Nunavut, a visit as Ottawa prepares to reassert its northern sovereignty.
To get the full benefit for Inuit of major investments that are possible both in defense and infrastructure, over $40 billion of investment across the homelands. We have to do that right.
Tens of billions of dollars in new federal funding to build new military hubs, roads, and airports.
I'd like to welcome the Prime Minister and other ministers back to the Inuit Crown Partnership Committee table.
Ensuring the people who call this place home are not left behind, a key priority for Inuit leaders.
We are now at another precipice.
Worried the federal government could cut them out of decisions, use their land and resources without improving their quality of life.
There is still time for us to insert the human and the community element into this next wave of militarization in our homeland, so that we don't repeat the mistakes of the past and we don't create undue burden in our society.
We've been the neglected Canadians, because we always say we're Canadians first and first Canadians. But unfortunately, it doesn't show that with our realities that we have in the north.
Carney's visit didn't end with a major announcement, but Inuit leaders say his presence here is an important step towards developing trust and demonstrating that they can work together towards a stronger relationship. Olivia Stefanovic, CBC News, Kugaaruk.
In the Yukon, the Liard First Nations Electoral Committee has released unofficial results from Monday's election. Harlan Schilling takes over from Stephen Charlie as chief. TJ Deere reports.
It was a decisive victory, roughly 46% of the vote. Harlan Schilling will be the new chief of the Liard First Nation.
He's done such a good job in the previous terms for Lower Post.
Schilling was the deputy chief of the Dayludena Council, based in Lower Post, British Columbia. He will now take over as the chief of a Yukon First Nation that has a troubled relationship with its membership. Some members have spoken out. A more recent issue surrounded online voting in this election. Others are more long-standing, including a lack of financial transparency and the failure to hold a General Assembly. Those are what Nikita Sarenko-Bailey hopes to be addressed within the first 100 days of the new term.
The General Assembly, we haven't had one since 2022, and that is where all of the accountability lies for leadership. So having a General Assembly by the end of the summer and a financial audit, everyone wants to see the books, everyone wants to see where the money's at and how we can start fresh.
And a fresh start is exactly what Schilling wants.
LFN has definitely had some issues over the years, and I think it's just, again, getting back to the basics of governance, right? Providing structure and policy, and again, hearing what those structures and policies will look like from the people.
Joining Schilling on the new council will be Freddie Lutz Jr., who will serve as deputy chief, and 4 Yukon-based councillors, along with 2 based in BC. Sorenko Bailey also ran for council, but she wasn't chosen, and that sits just fine with her.
My whole intention of running for council was really the campaigning and being able to highlight all of the wrongdoing and things that have just been in the dark for our people. So regardless of the result, I'm still here and committed.
The election committee says the official results will be declared by July 13th, which they told CBC News is also the day the new chief and council will be sworn in. TJ Deer, CBC News, Whitehorse.
People showed their support for Pride across the country this month, but one organization that supports Nunavut's 2S LGBTQ+ community says it couldn't hold a parade in the territory's capital city, and that's because of a lack of funding. Nunavut Pride Society's goal is to help members of Nunavut's 2S LGBTQ+ community feel safer and host Pride events across the territory. The organization's co-chair says the lack of funding is due to a range of factors, including a lack of visibility of the organization for people to donate. They say it was heartbreaking to tell people the parade was not happening this year.
And when there's a pride parade for the whole community, I think it says, you know, we all stand for this as much as possible. And this is something we all believe is important and that matters to us. And so, yeah, it's just really disappointing.
Drakenberg says they hope the society will be able to organize a pride parade in the future. One of CBC North's most iconic voices is retiring. Alec Gordon hosted Tutavik for 40 years from Kugaaruk, Nunavut, and today he bids farewell to his long radio career. Having been among CBC Northern Service's first hires in Nunavut, Gordon has encountered many people in his career. As he retires, Gordon says he wants more young Inuit to enter the broadcasting industry, and he encourages them to keep trying, even if they're not fluent in N.W.T.
My Inuktitut wasn't the best either when I first started, but as the years went on, I learned so much from always listening to and speaking our language.
Patrick Nagel, former CBC Nunavut and Nunavik manager, says he worked with Gordon for 33 of those 40 years. In that time, Nagel experienced Gordon's dedication to preserving Inuktitut stories in Nunavik.
Throughout all of the years that N.W.T ran, and he believed in it passionately. He kept the tapes. He held on to archival material. He made sure those important stories and that important use of language didn't get lost, that it not only got on the radio every day, but that it was kept.
Gordon says he enjoyed working for CBC and the Inuit that listened to the show, but he is excited to be working on projects outside of work, though he says he's going to miss it. Alienite, congratulations, Alec. Getting around a new town can sometimes be a challenge, and a good old-fashioned map often helps. But in Yellowknife, the city's map has at least one entry that is quite misleading. And Camille Snaggs explains.
Have you ever used the City of Yellowknife's online map? On the map, the Wales in the Prince of Wales Northern Heritage Centre is spelled W-H-A-L-E-S.
It's kind of surprising, and I would expect someone to proofread.
That was Bradley Choquette. We asked other Yellowknifers if they'd noticed this too.
There's no whales around here.
Not so surprised. I would definitely feel like, copy and paste is like the thing to do these days, and you just do that. It's easy, it's peasy, it's lemon squeezy,
That was Jason McElmoyle. Benjamin Harris also thought the name should be changed.
I think they should rename it. I know it is Crown Land, but it's also First Nation.
At CBC, we're always happy when people point out any errors they see in our reporting. I spoke to the City of Yellowknife, and just like CBC, they welcome any feedback or suggestions for improvement. And Camille Snaggs, CBC News, Yellowknife.
And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. We leave you tonight with video from the Teslin Heritage Center in the Yukon. The center is celebrating its 25th anniversary today. There was music, food, and cultural workshops that were all part of the day's festivities. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a good night.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, join me on. We'll have fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock till the broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, then goes down with yellow. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock till the broad daylight. We're gonna rock